Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you and assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are fine and having a good health. Today in this video we are going to revise what we have read in the whole week. So let's get started. We have read unit number 9 rattlesnakes in this week. In this chapter we have talked about the rattlesnakes, how do they look like, what is their habitat, what is their appearance, how do they hunt for the food, and what is the meaning of rattle. So this is all we had read this chapter. In this chapter, let's go through it once. So, rattlesnakes are venomous reptiles. Venomous, as I have told you in the lectures as well, that venomous means the poisonous ones who has the venom or poison in them. And reptiles are, the species that have different types of bones or bony sculptures or structure on their bodies, and they have some different type of skins. They are mostly cold-blooded. So rattlesnakes are there are more than 24 different types of rattlesnakes in the world, and some of the um, types that are mentioned in your book are Eastern Diamondback, Sidewinder, and Speckled. These were three types that are written in your book. Then we have talked about their habitat. That habitat means where they live, what is their environment, what is their place of living. So rattlesnakes are found in so many parts of America, ranging from southern Alberta, southern British Columbia in Canada, and also central Argentina. The place where they live is the mountains, the deserts, and the plains. We already have talked about it. So as they live in mountains, deserts, and plains, so they have the similar color, just like brown, gray, or tan, as according to their surroundings. They have diamond-shaped patches or bands on their bodies, which serves as camouflage. Means these patterns or patches or bands on their bodies help them to hide themselves or to conceal themselves, conceal their identity in an environment, in an area where they live. So if they live in a desert, they would have a brown color or tan color, and they would be having some similar patches which will help them to hide themselves from being identified. As rattlesnakes do not have ears, they detect the movement by sensing the vibrations in the ground. And also they have the superb eyesight, so they can see their prey or their enemy even in the dark. They have some pits that are the hollow spots between their eyes and nostrils, and these pits help them to hunt in the darkness by detecting the body heat of its prey. They have a triangular head shape, and their length can be 3 to 4 feet long, that is 0.9 to 1.2 meter long. Then we will talk about the rattle. So the rattle is at the tip of the rattlesnake's tail, and what is the use of this rattle is it makes sound, it creates sound. So the sound is used to forewarn its enemies or to distract the attention of the prey. As these rattlesnakes age, as they grow on, their segments which are on the end of the rattle on their tail, they wear out and fall off. But when they shed off their skin, which process is called the molting, new segments on their rattle grow again. Now talking about their food, so rattlesnakes, as we know, are carnivores. It means that they are meat eaters, they are flesh eaters, they eat the meat. So they prey on other small animals and small rodents, just like lizards and ground squirrels, small rabbits, rats, and mice. So they mostly hunt at night. Although they have teeth, but they do not bite. They rarely bite, but they just attack their enemies or their prey with the venom. So the venom dissolves all the meat even before they started to eat them. Now, instead of chewing their food, rattlesnakes swallow their prey as a whole. Even though rattlesnakes are extremely poisonous, as I told you, they did not bite. Only in some cases they will bite the human beings when they are threatened or provoked by them. Other than that, they generally avoid to attack the human beings. So we must be observant and we must be very careful when we are in such type of places where they are found, like mountains, deserts, or plains. This is what we have read in this chapter. I hope everything is clear to you. Now, talking about some difficult words along with their meanings. Here we have done the words meanings. Okay, I have also made you write down the dictation words of that are the difficult words in your book. You have done in your notebooks. Now we will talk about the words meanings. The first word is venomous. We have read just today, and it means extremely poisonous. The second one is speckled, which means having a pattern of dots. So the speckled snake means that type of snake which have the pattern of dots on its body, on its skin. Then we have the third word, habitat. It means the environment of or the place of living of someone. The fourth one is appearance. Appearance means visible aspect, how someone or something looks like apparently. Then we have the fifth one, sensing. It means to feel through the senses. The five senses we have: sight, hearing, smell, taste, or touch. When we feel something through these senses, it means sensing. Then we have the sixth word, camouflage. It means the act of concealing one's identity, the act of hiding something. So as the snakes hide themselves, hide their identity in their surroundings, according to their surroundings, as they have the similar pattern on their bodies. Then we have the next word, forewarn. It means an early warning, to give a warning to someone prehand. The next word is segments. Segments means the pieces of a whole object, pieces that combine together to make a whole object. The ninth word is molting, which means a process of shedding off the skin in reptiles. Now, when a reptile, mostly snakes, when they shed their skin, it is called molting. Then we have carnivores. Carnivores, as we have read that snakes are carnivores, it means they are meat eaters or they are flesh eaters. Carnivores are those animals that feed on other animals. Then we have threatened. Threatened means to present a danger or to show someone threats, to give a threat to someone. Then we have the next word, provoked. Provoked means to annoy someone continually or to disturb someone continuously. Then we have the last word, observant, which means paying close attention or taking the notice of something. Be very careful. To be very careful. Okay, so these were all the words meanings which we have done in this chapter. What you have to do is, I ask you, you had to make sentences of these words which you have already done in your notebooks. Now, talking about the exercise reading comprehension, we have here the exercise A, true and false. The first statement is, rattlesnakes live in the mountains, deserts, and rivers. So we know that rattlesnakes live in the mountains, deserts, and in plains, not the rivers. So this statement is false. The second one is, rattlesnakes rely on vibrations to detect movement. Yes, this is true, as they do not have ears, so they detect the vibrations in the ground. So this one is true. Although rattlesnakes do not have ears, they have excellent eyesight. Yes, they have an excellent eyesight, so this statement is also true. The fourth one is, rattlesnakes chew their food carefully before swallowing them. No, they do not chew their food, rather they swallow the food as a whole. So this statement is false. The fifth one is, we can tell the age of a rattlesnake by its rattle. Yes, we can tell by looking at the segments on the rattle of a rattlesnake's tail. So this is also true. Rattlesnakes bite human beings if they are disturbed. Yes, this one is also true, because otherwise they would not they would not attack the human beings. They will only attack them when they are disturbed by them. So this one is also true. Next we have exercise C, that is you have to collect the information about the rattlesnakes from the text which you have already read, and you have to list the points under the correct subheadings. The first heading is habitats. So we must know that where do they live, what is their environment, and what is the place where the rattlesnakes live. So the countries where they are found are America, Canada, and Central Argentina, and some other parts of these countries. Then we know that these snakes are found in mountains, plains, and deserts. So these are all the areas where they are found. So this is their habitat. Now talking about their appearance, so they have brown, gray, or tan color, and they have diamond shaped patches or bands on their bodies, and they do not have ears. They are just 3 to 4 feet long, and also they have the triangular head. This is how they look like. So in appearance we have to talk about how these rattlesnakes look like, apparently. Then the next subheading is hunting for food. How do they hunt? So we have read that rattlesnakes are carnivores. It means that they eat the other animals such like rats, rodents, squirrels, mice, lizards, and these type of animals. One more thing is that they do not chew their food, they just attack with their venom, and all the meat is dissolved even before they start eating. So they do not chew the food, they just swallow their food as a whole. Now coming towards page number 108, we have the next exercise, vocabulary. On this page we have read about the suffixes, that the suffixes are the words that are added to one word at the end of them to make a new word. On this page we are going to make new adjectives by adding some suffixes to a word, to a noun most probably. Now there are two suffixes, al and ous. Al means relating to or of the character, and ous means full of or having. The words are in the examples are fictional, vocal, vital, accidental, categorical, normal, and globally. They have different meanings, as I have told you in the lectures as well. Fictional means something that is related to our imaginations, something that is not real. Vocal is means if we talk about a person, then vocal means a person who keeps on speaking, who keeps on talking, who has the ability to speak so much. Then we have vital, which means important or essential. Then we have the word accidental. It means sudden or immediate or unexpected. Then we have the word categorical. It means according to the categories. Then we have normal. It means we all know that normal means something that is ordinary. Then we have globally. Globally means all around the world. The next examples of the suffix ous are mysterious. Mysterious means something that is hidden, or that is having some kind of mystery in it. Then we have ridiculous. It means odd or weird, or you can say something humorous. Then we have the next word, vicious. Vicious means something related to cruelty or harshness. Then we have the word enormous. It means huge or large. We have poisonous. Poisonous means something related to the poison, having a poison in it. Then we have nervous. Nervous means confused. The next word is glamorous. Glamorous means related to or having the beauty in it, something really exciting or attractive. Then we have the word dangerous. It means something that is really threatening to us or anything or anyone. Then we have famous. a person or a thing that is having a fame. Then we have courageous. Courageous means related to the bravery. And anonymously means all together. If someone says something and all the people agree on that, it means all of them anonymously agree that thing. It means all together. Then we have fabulous means great, splendid. So here was filling the blanks. We have to fill these blanks with the adjectives that we have that are made in the table above. So let's start that interview. An interview with Steve Irwin. Reporter: The Crocodile Hunter is a Dash TV series. It is a fictional TV series that is not real. It is Dash agreed that it is one of the best wildlife documentary series filmed so far. It is anonymously. Anonymously means all the people agree on that. Steve: I am glad people dash love my show. People globally love my show means people all around the world love my show. It is an dash task to release sport for conservation, and I am glad to be able to do that through my show. It is an courageous task means it is a task that needs the bravery and courage. Reporter: Is being a famous television host a glamorous job? Glamorous means is it so exciting or is it so a great decent job? Steve: No, you have to be very dash to act cool in front of the TV crew. You have to be very vocal. It means you have to keep on speaking so that you do not look confused in front of a TV crew. We often have to do things that are actually very dangerous. For instance, we have to face dash snakes. So what kind of snakes we have to face? He says that we have to face poisonous snakes and not be nervous. So they cannot get afraid or get terrified when they watch the snakes. Reporter: Sounds tough. So would you rather lead the life of a dash person instead of a dash celebrity? So he asks that, would you like to lead a life of a normal person instead of a famous celebrity? Steve: If I can be entertaining while bringing the message across to the people, then why not? Reporter: It was great to have you with us in the studio, Steve. So this was all on this page. Now talking about the question answers. We have first question over here is, what do rattlesnakes look like? So the answer is, rattlesnakes are brown, gray or tan. They have diamond shaped patches or bands on their bodies which serve as camouflage. The second question is, can rattlesnakes blend in with their surroundings? If yes, then how? The answer is yes, as they have brown, gray or tan color according to their surrounding. Diamond shaped patches or bands on their bodies which help them to conceal their identity. Next we have, how do pits help rattlesnakes? Pits help rattlesnakes hunt in the darkness by detecting the body heat of its prey. The fourth question is, what happens to the when a rattlesnake molts? So the answer is that as the rattlesnakes age, segments at the end of the rattle falls off, and when a rattlesnake molts, new segments grow again. Next we have question number 5. Describe how a rattlesnake consumes its food. So the answer is, instead of chewing their food, rattlesnakes swallow their prey as whole. The next question is, rattlesnakes are carnivorous. What does this mean? So the answer is, rattlesnakes are carnivorous. It means that they eat flesh of other animals and small rodents such as rabbits, mice, squirrels, lizards and rats. The next question is, do we have to be overly concerned about being bitten by rattlesnakes? Why? The answer is yes, we should be concerned because rattlesnakes generally avoid humans but will only attack when they feel threatened or provoked. So we should be observant and do not disturb the snakes. I hope this chapter is clear to you. What we have in this chapter so far is clear to you all. Take a lot of care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.